There's a line that should never be crossed. And lately, one group of tourists seems determined to erase it completely. What started as occasional incidents has become a disturbing pattern that's shocking the world. Chinese tourists and Royal Guard horses, a combination that's been producing viral videos for all the wrong reasons. Today's footage will leave you speechless, but it's just the tip of an iceberg that's been growing for years. The question isn't if you'll be shocked, it's whether you'll believe how far this disrespect has actually gone. Chinese tourist behavior at ceremonial sites has crossed every imaginable boundary. From horse guards parade to royal palaces worldwide, incidents of shocking disrespect are multiplying at an alarming rate. They're not just taking photos anymore. They're grabbing horses, mocking guards, treating centuries-old traditions like personal entertainment venues. And each incident seems more brazen than the last. What you're about to witness represents just one moment in a cascade of cultural violations that's left heritage sites scrambling for solutions. The footage is real, the pattern is undeniable, and the implications are disturbing. But here's what's really troubling. This behavior is so predictable that other tourists now expect it. Horse Guards Parade, Central London. The scene unfolds like countless others we've documented. A Chinese tourist approaches the Royal Guard horse with that all-too-familiar swagger of entitlement. No hesitation, no respect for protocol, just the audacious assumption that this magnificent animal, representing 350 years of British military tradition, exists for his personal interaction. His hand reaches boldly for the horse's neck, treating this symbol of heritage like a petting zoo attraction. The arrogance is breathtaking. The consequences are swift. The horse responds with devastating precision, a powerful swing of its massive head that sends the tourist stumbling backward in shock and humiliation. The crowd erupts and gasps. Phones capture every second of his embarrassment. But this isn't just one tourist's poor judgment. This is part of a pattern that's been escalating for years. Chinese tourists have pushed Royal Guard interactions beyond every reasonable boundary. The incidents are so frequent, so predictable, that security personnel now watch Chinese tour groups with special attention. Here's what's particularly disturbing. Many respectful Asian tourists are being unfairly judged because of these repeated violations. Japanese visitors frequently report feeling embarrassed and wrongly associated with behaviors they would never consider. Some Japanese tourists have even been mistaken for Chinese visitors after incidents, facing undeserved criticism for actions completely contrary to their cultural values. The contrast couldn't be starker. While Japanese tourists bow respectfully and maintain proper distance, Chinese tourist behavior has become synonymous with boundary violations and cultural disrespect. What's driving this alarming trend? Cultural differences, social media pressure, or something deeper? We'd love to hear your perspective in the comments below, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more analysis of global tourism patterns. The difference is striking and consistent. Japanese tourists approach Royal Guards with reverence that reflects deep cultural understanding. They bow, maintain distance, and often acknowledge the horses with quiet respect. This isn't coincidence, it's cultural conditioning. Japan's own imperial traditions create natural respect for ceremonial roles. Their educational system emphasizes group harmony over individual expression. Their cultural shame mechanisms prevent public embarrassment. Most importantly, Japanese tourists see Royal Guards and recognize kindred spirits, dedicated individuals serving something greater than themselves. Chinese tourist behavior, by contrast, often reflects a cultural disconnect from these values. Individual expression over group consideration. personal experience over institutional respect, photo opportunities over protocol awareness. The statistics speak for themselves. Viral videos of disrespectful behavior at ceremonial sites feature Chinese tourists at dramatically disproportionate rates compared to any other nationality. You can identify potential problems before they happen. Chinese tourists approaching royal guards often display telltale body language. Confident strides, phones already recording, positioning that ignores established boundaries. Respectful visitors, particularly Japanese tourists, move differently. Slower approaches, respectful distance, awareness of their surroundings, and impact on others. The horses read this energy perfectly. These animals distinguish between genuine appreciation and entitled aggression. They sense disrespect in body language, tone, and approach long before physical contact occurs. That's exactly what happened in today's footage. The horse responded to behavioral cues that screamed disrespect and entitlement. Have you witnessed similar behavior during your travels? Tell us where in the world you're watching from. We love connecting with viewers who've seen these patterns firsthand. But here's the explosive factor making everything worse: Chinese social media culture. Platforms like Weibo and TikTok have created unprecedented pressure for dramatic content that generates massive engagement. Chinese tourists arrive at heritage sites not to appreciate history, but to manufacture viral moments. Getting close isn't enough. You need contact. Standing beside guards isn't sufficient. You need reactions. Simple photos won't trend. You need controversy. This creates toxic competition, where each tourist tries to top previous viral moments. The algorithms reward boundary-pushing behavior with millions of views and social media fame. The psychology is devastating. Young Chinese travelers feel immense pressure to produce content that will elevate their online status. Missing the dramatic shot feels like social failure. Not going viral means digital invisibility. Traditional Chinese cultural values of respect and harmony are being overwhelmed by modern social media addiction. The result? Cultural heritage sites become content farms where respect is sacrificed for engagement. Meanwhile, Japanese tourists, operating in a different social media ecosystem with different cultural pressures, continue demonstrating that appreciation and respect can coexist with documentation. The contrast reveals how social media platforms and cultural values interact to either encourage or discourage respectful behavior. Do you think social media pressure affects how different cultures behave as tourists? Share your experiences with us. We read every single comment and love hearing different perspectives. This pattern extends far beyond London. From Vatican ceremonies to Japanese temple grounds, from Greek ceremonial guards to American military memorials, Chinese tourist behavior has created similar concerns worldwide. Heritage sites are implementing new policies specifically addressing these behavioral patterns. Some locations now station additional security during Chinese tour group visits. Others have installed barriers that wouldn't have been necessary with traditionally respectful visitor behavior. The saddest irony? China's own cultural heritage sites suffer from similar disrespectful behavior, creating a cycle where lack of respect for tradition spreads globally. Meanwhile, destinations consistently praise Japanese tourist groups for their respectful behavior, often using them as examples of how cultural tourism should function. What solutions do you think would actually work to address this crisis? Should there be stricter enforcement, better education, or something else entirely? Addressing this crisis requires acknowledging uncomfortable truths about cultural differences in tourist behavior. Not all cultures approach heritage sites with equal respect. Not all educational systems prepare travelers for international cultural sensitivity. Chinese tourism authorities have begun addressing these issues, but change requires both institutional reform and individual responsibility. The contrast with Japanese tourist behavior proves that respectful cultural tourism is absolutely possible. It requires education, cultural awareness, and social systems that prioritize respect over viral content. Today's incident isn't isolated. It's representative of a disturbing pattern that threatens cultural heritage sites worldwide. Chinese tourist behavior has pushed boundaries beyond acceptable limits, while other cultures demonstrate that respect and appreciation can guide international travel. The next time you witness living tradition, remember, you're not just a tourist. You're representing your entire culture to the world. Choose respect. Choose awareness. Choose to honor the heritage that belongs to all humanity. Because when respect is abandoned, sometimes it takes a royal horse to deliver the lesson that cultural education should have provided. Subscribe if you believe in accountable, respectful tourism, and let's build a community that values cultural heritage over viral content. We want to hear from respectful travelers around the globe. Tell us your thoughts on how we can protect these precious traditions.